Hello everyone, this is Aman J. Sharma, co-founder of Flowscale AI. And in this video, I'm going to be walking you through AIOS, the platform. By the end of this video, you'll have everything you need to run creative AI on your local GPUs, utilizing all of them, and also on your own cloud infrastructure. You'll also have set up simple AI tools that your artists can use on their own laptops by sharing them over a LAN or a Wi-Fi. You'll also have built similar shareable tools using ComfyUI workflows, and you'll have run batch generations on these tools, utilizing all your local GPUs and the ones on your private cloud. So let's get started. All right. So the first step is that you have to download Flowscale AIOS, and in order to do that, you just simply need to go to flowscale.ai and simply sign up, and you will be landed onto the download page. Now, if you're on Windows, you can simply download the installer, or if you're on Mac OS or Linux, you'll have to run these commands in your terminal. This is the primary installation method right now since we're in beta, but this is soon going to change. Now, once you have installed AIOS, this is what you're going to see. Not exactly this, there is going to appear a password here. Now keep in mind, you have to store that password somewhere secure so that you don't forget it. Basically, the idea here is everything inside this application, whatever happens here, is going to be stored on this machine on which you are running this application on. So even the database, even the assets, everything is going to be stored here in the machine. So if you lose the password, you're going to lose access to your own assets and everything. So please do store that securely. Okay, now let's log into the application. All right, so I'm logged into the application right now. Okay, so let's do a simple walkthrough. This is the home page where you're going to see the GPU fleet and an overview of what's happening overall. You can see the running jobs, the completed jobs, which tools are how many tools are installed here, and how many models. And then if I go to tools, this is simply where all the tools that you have installed is going to appear. And this is where all the available tools are there. I'll explain what tools are soon. But I want to go to the settings part first and foremost, and I want to go to compute. So see, this is the main promise that we are giving, which is the sovereign creative AI infrastructure that we are allowing you to create. By what exactly? So for example, you had multiple GPUs connected to this machine. In my case, I'm running this on a Apple M4 Pro, so I just have a simple 24 GB RAM CPU. Apart from this, let's say if you had like 4 GPUs connected to this, you would have seen all those visible here. And if not, then you can simply click on detect GPU. And this is allowing you to utilize all your GPUs for running the AI tools, which you're going to see soon. But if you want to extend your compute capability, you can utilize modal.com, which is a cloud GPU, serverless cloud GPU provider. And all you need to do here is simply click on login with Modal. So let me do that. And once you log in, this is going to ask you to, if you're already logged in on modal.com, it will ask you to select the workspace. I'm going to select the workspace. And if I go back, there you go. It's well connected in sync workspace. Now the idea here is you can utilize all these computes, either it be on your private cloud on modal.com or your local GPUs, okay, to power your AI tools that you're going to be running through AIOS. If you want any other cloud of your preferred choice, you can reach out to us, and that is something which is a part of our enterprise offering. We can set AIOS up in your preferred cloud, either it be AWS or any other as well. Okay, so now that we know that these GPUs and the model deployments that we're going to do are going to be the compute fleet that is going to power our entire application. Now let's go to the second part of this walkthrough, which is the tools. Okay. So we'll go here on tools and I will go to available tools, and there you go. Now, what exactly is a tool? A tool is nothing but either a means of running inference on a model or training a model. Basically, either you can use a model to generate video, images, anything, or you can train certain models using these trainer tools. So in this case, let's, for example, pick this Zimage Turbo tool. I'll install this. And now once it's installed, you can see this is the interface of a tool. So this is something which is very easy to share with your team members and very easy to use, nothing very complex here. Your artists don't see any nodes. There is no complexity. If you or any of your artists in your studio needs to use a model, just install the tool and just go bonkers with it, and all on your own local infra. So how do we use this tool? We need compute, right? That's what we talked about. Now I showed you that I have local, this is my local Apple M4 Pro. If I were having 4 or 5, any number of GPUs, those were also going to be listed here. I can either utilize them, I can either utilize cloud, or I can utilize all of them together. Let's do this one by one. So first, I'll try it on local. I'll try the Zimage Turbo model on local. I'll select the local auto route option here, and I'll click on view compute. This is necessary. Right now we're in beta, so the user experience is like this. It's going to change later, but you just follow this. So if I click here, I have to start the inference server. I'll start the inference server. And what it will do is it will simply install and download all the models and start a local inference server that is running on my local compute. So let's wait for that. And you can see that the models are downloaded and the inference server is now running. So I can simply just run this with, let's use this prompt. But I will use one step because I'm running it on a CPU. It's anyways going to be heavy. So I'm just demonstrating this. I'll click on run and let's wait for it to finish that one step and show us the output. And there you go. You can see the output here. Now the thing is that it was run on only one step. That's why you're seeing it a little blurry. But if it were more steps, you would have seen a clearer output. Okay, so we have run this on our local compute. Now we could have used any of the listed GPUs here, or we chose the auto route option. What the auto route option means is all the units which are going to be available to me, the one which is not used, the AIOS will pick that one unit to run the generation. That's as simple as that. So it will run in a round robin fashion, picking the units which are available for execution. Now, if I want to run it on my private cloud, which is on modal.com, I've connected modal.com. So I just need to switch to cloud auto route and I need to add a deployment. What do I mean by that? So if I go to modal.com, you see all these were my past deployments and I need to add a new deployment there. Only if I have a deployment can I run it through, I can run it through the AI tool. So let's click on add deployment and let's select a GPU. These are all the GPUs which are available and these are all NVIDIA GPUs. So I'll select a GPU which is of 24 GB VRAM. This is the A10G. I'll select this and I'll click on deploy. Now if you want to see, you can actually see the deployment happening here. There you go. This is one new application that is being deployed on modal.com. So once this is deployed, I will be able to access it over here. All right, I think the deployment is done. Let's try to run this on our modal.com app. So let's say a cat riding a bicycle. And this time let's put 4 steps because we have GPU compute here. So this is the generation which is happening right now. Let's wait for this to finish. And there you go, the output is ready. There you go, a bicycle being ridden by a cat. Okay, so this is sorted. We understand what a tool is and how we can run it on cloud compute and on local compute. And the auto route again for cloud is similar. I can add more deployments here and have multiple uh, cloud GPU units to run this as well. Same concept as how you would do locally. Or if you want to combine a mix of local and cloud, you can select all auto route and simply start batch generating, and the application will automatically assign whichever is the available unit. So I hope that's clear. Okay, now we understand what a tool is. What if I tell you we can also take something as complex as a ComfyUI workflow and convert it into as something as simple as this? So let's do that. Let's open a ComfyUI workflow. So if you see this, this is a simple ComfyUI workflow. This is also a Zimage Turbo workflow in which there is a clip text encode part where I have connected the prompt part with text multiline node. Just for simplicity, you can still continue with this default workflow. And then we have the save image node here, which is a simple node. Now let's come back to AIOS and let's build our own tool using a ComfyUI workflow. I'll click on build tool. Okay, before that, sorry, before building a tool with ComfyUI, we need to go to settings and we need to go to the ComfyUI tab here. This is a very important part. Please do not miss this. And also we need to make sure that you have ComfyUI installed and running on your local PC. This is very important. You can pause the video right now, go ahead, install ComfyUI, make it work on your part, and then come back for this part. Okay, I'm assuming that you have installed ComfyUI by now. So let's come back to this. Now, once you have a ComfyUI running on your PC, you need to go to view details over here. I'll do it again. You need to go to the ComfyUI tab in settings. You need to click on view details. And over here, there are two paths for you. If you have installed ComfyUI by cloning the GitHub repo and then installing it manually, then you can go through this part. Or if you have done it through their simple desktop app installer, then you can go through this path. In my case, this is the one. So I'll select this. Now it has automatically identified the installed application path, and also the port on which ComfyUI is running on, but I need to provide the user data folder on which ComfyUI is storing the models and the custom nodes. For anyone who is running ComfyUI through the desktop installer, this user data folder is separately stored in the documents folder, especially on Mac. So I'll just go ahead and select that in documents, and there you go, ComfyUI. I'll open that. I'll click on configure, and there you go. ComfyUI is now configured, and you can explore the tools which are built with this. Right now there are no tools. You can see all the models, you can see all the custom nodes installed on my ComfyUI, and you can also see the logs of the active logs of my ComfyUI. I'll go back and I will go to tools, and simply I will build a tool now since ComfyUI is properly set up. Once I click on build a tool, all the workflows listed in my ComfyUI are going to be visible here. In my case, I'm going to select this image Zimage Turbo workflow. And if you remember the text multiline and everything, I'll just select the text multiline because this is the prompt, the node where prompt is being provided. I'll select steps for just seeing how many steps I'm executing. And yeah, that should do it. And for the output, the save image is automatically selected. I'll just rename this to text to image z image turbo, and I'll save it. If I want to test it here, I can, but I'm just going to deploy to production, deploy now, clicking on view and tools dashboard, and there you go. Now, something as complex as this is as simple as this. Now, the benefit of this is once I have simply built this, I can run it just like a simple tool, as I just showed you. I can run it on my local GPU. So in this case, let's do that again. I'll again do on one step, and let's say a cat. And let's run this. And there you go, another cat. Now this is also executed on ComfyUI, my local ComfyUI, but through this. Okay, so now you must be thinking, okay, we use the local compute here. That's good. Auto routing happened. If I had 5 GPUs, I could have used 5 GPUs to execute 5 different generations of the same workflow through this tool. But if you want to extend this also on the cloud, can we do it? Yes, of course, we can do it. So how to do that? Let's go back to settings. Let's go to ComfyUI, and just like how we created deployments for tools, you need to deploy an instance of ComfyUI. So I'll click on deploy instance. I'll pick this time I'll pick A180 GB. Yeah, and I'll click on deploy. Now what this will do is this will take all the local models and all the local custom nodes of ComfyUI that you have installed on your machine. It will install that on modal.com, and let me go over there and explain. It will install that on modal.com. It will install all the custom nodes on modal.com and cache them so that you don't have to go through reinstallation on every new deployment of ComfyUI. And it will store the models on modal.com volumes. If you see here, these are the volumes. Over here are going to be all the models that it picks up from the local setup. Now, if right now modal.com doesn't charge anything for storage, so you can explore as much that you want to. So let's wait for this deployment to happen, and then let's experiment. Okay, now it says that it has been deployed. Now let's say next time I add any new models or anything on my ComfyUI, I can sync this deployment, which will update the new models and everything on the cloud instance. Now let's go back to the tools. Let's go to the same tool. Let's see, and there you go. We also have a GPU option on cloud. So let's select that and run this cat and a dog this time. Oops. And I'll click on run. And this time, if you see, it is going to trigger the ComfyUI app that was deployed here. It is going to run over here. You can see the logs over here as well. No problem. I'm going to go back there. Let's wait for this to happen. And beautiful, there you go, a cat and a dog. So cute, right? So as you can see, you can utilize ComfyUI workflows, and of course you can do the all auto route as well. It will utilize both your local and cloud GPUs. So you can see you can utilize both your personal private local GPUs and your private cloud capabilities to run amazing models. Now, what if I tell you that this is something you can also share across your local area network with your artists? So for that, I just need to go to settings and allow LAN access. So if I switch this on, This app will be available through this public IP. This entire app will be available through this public IP, and your artist sitting on the local area network can access this entire application through this link even on their laptops. So they can work on their laptops. They don't even have to have GPUs everywhere. So I'll just switch this on. And after doing this, we have to restart our application. So I'll just close this once and we will restart this after that. And let's go back there. And there you go. It's successfully on. Now, what you can do is you can go to users and you can add new users. So for example, I'll add John Doe. John Doe, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops. And I'll add the role artist and create. Now, after doing this, I can select any tool, and there is a share button that's going to be visible once the LAN access is opened. And I can open even my browser, or I can share this link with anyone who is on the same Wi-Fi or on a local area network, and they can log in. And there you go. They can also log in through this, through their browser. They can also go and run these tools and manage everything. They don't have to go through and they don't have to worry about the cloud or any kind of local GPU setup. They just go and do their creative work inside of this. Okay. Now, another part is that you can also use these tools as a backend. What do I mean by that? You can integrate these tools through our SDK or through the API into anything, any kind of pipeline that you're building, or even if you want to build any DCC tools for any of your preferred DCC platforms, or anything else you would want to do, you can run these tools through the API and through the SDK as well, our Node.js SDK. So that is another thing which is available and would allow you to extend this infrastructure to multiple applications. So last part is that you can also manage and see all the jobs, running jobs, completed jobs, failed jobs through the jobs tab. And you can manage and see the assets over here in the assets tab. And you can see which tool was used to generate what. This is a very basic version of the asset management that we have as of now. We in our paid version of this tool, we have an advanced version of asset management in which we have a projects tab where you can actually maintain projects of work and maintain and categorize and label assets properly and organize them well and share it across your team so that asset management is not a pain for you. And also there is integrations with DCC platforms of your choice. We can custom do that as well inside the paid version of this tool. So that's it. That's your infrastructure, creative AI infrastructure, fully sovereign, your tools, your team. You can install it with a simple link. And yeah, just DM me if you need any help. And I would highly suggest you to join our Discord community so that it's very easy for you to ask questions, and very easy for us to help you out, right? So let us know, and let us know if anyone is interested in help us shape our platform. We'll be really glad to take any kind of feedback. So yeah, thanks a lot, and I hope you like what we are building. Bye bye.